Here you go, talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Classic! Yeah. It's the best daytime live show on all streaming platforms. But today we doing things a little bit different. We got the queens in the building. Let's go. R&B class. Let's go. Turn up, chat. Let's go. 333. Rose petals at your feet. Never know when flowers coming when you round me. Waking up to love letters when you round me. Always thinking of you, offer you cause you my queen. Don't forget you dealing with a G. There will be no disrespect for you around me. Broke boys wanna play with me, they gon' see. Don't wanna hurt nobody, but we'll do it for my queen. Yeah, the stars align, the stars in line, it's all divine. We sipping wine, pretending that it ain't our time. My heart on fire, though good matches are hard to find. We even odds, we beating odds, let's start defying them. Classic! Yo, it's Classic with the classic codes, and we got the Queen Code panel today. So right now we got April, we got Raynisha, and then we have two more ladies joining us as we continue. How y'all feeling this evening?
Hello.
What's going on? What up, Jim? What up, Key in the chat? What up, Ray? We got Soft Rain in the chat, Uncle Plug in the chat. Shout out to chat 333 early. All right, so we got a great show tonight. We have the icebreaker conversation that we gonna have. We have a question of the day. We have from Queens to Kings, where the women get to fill us in on something that we may have them wrong about. We have the code language conversation, and then we will make time for chat Q&A if we have time. So without wasting any time, make sure if it's your first time here, you hit the subscribe button. If it's not your first time here, lean on that like button. It's completely free today. No charge. Classic. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all. So, ladies, we're going to start off with a reaction, or an icebreaker, rather. And let me get this pulled in for you. It's in regards to a different type of way of being a man's piece, if you will. I'm not sure if y'all actually looked at the links, but I'm gonna play it for y'all, and then I'm gonna have a question to follow. Let's see.
Sounds good.
All right. Shout out to Cam Newton and the Funky Friday podcast. He has a great show. Make sure y'all tap in with Cam Newton if you haven't already, and add him to your list of channels that you subscribe to. Let's get it.
Of that. That's really important. I just want to throw this in there because the best relationship I had, I hope you see this interview, but the best relationship I had was with a guy who he flew me out, and we were dating for a few months, and he said, I want you here, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out. If you want the keys, here. If you need a card, here. It's here. But I just want you in the home. I just want to know that you're close, that you're here. I want to know where you are. He's like, if that's something you could do for a couple of days, come spend some time with me. But he's like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, I really love
every man to a degree.
Yeah.
Has this in them, but they don't know how to say it. And I'm going to give you, and I'm about to tell you what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Every man wants to be by themselves, but they don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So shout out to Cam Newton again in the Funky Friday. So as y'all see, she said that she had a guy who told her, hey, listen, if you want to pull up, and be in my presence, that's what I want. But I don't really want to talk. So the question I have is, are you willing to be a man's silent piece? And what do y'all think about that overall when y'all saw that clip?
Me personally, I'm willing. I'm able. If it's like the clip, then yeah, you give me the card, your car. I'm fine. I mean, I don't mind being quiet. It doesn't bother me. You don't have to talk.
Sounds good. On the chat. Okay. April. What's up?
I think that if it was just a not necessarily a committed relationship, not something that I'm trying to lock down, maybe something I'm just trying to have some fun with, because I think over time, the emotional and the mental and the spiritual, all that needs to come in, that silence is going to weigh all that out. So that woman's going to be lacking. I don't care how much material stuff you provide or money you provide, she's going to be lacking. On a spiritual standpoint, emotional standpoint, romance, all that. He just want her around. I get it, but
so now, were you talking about full time, or you meant like he just wants?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't know.
Like part time. Like, I need you to be quiet sometimes. Like I just got home. I need you to be quiet for like 5 hours. Or were you talking about, hey, don't ever talk to me, but I want you here? Which one were you talking about?
Let's I'm gonna play it again because I'm trying to see. Yeah, let's look at it one more time. Let's look at it one more time and see, because I feel like she was talking about in general, but I'm not positive.
She said, fly me out for a couple of days.
Right.
Now, that's something you can do, for a couple of days at a time, but not like a long-lasting relationship. It's not going to work like that.
Let's see.
I don't know how much of, okay. Yeah.
But it's just like, like, I just want, goldfish.
Yeah.
I just want my space.
Right.
But I want you too in my space.
Yeah, I want you too. Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for me, I'm only speaking about me. I needed to work on verbalizing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
I love that. That's really important. I just want to throw this in there because the best relationship I had, I hope you see this interview.
Relationship.
But the best relationship I had was with a guy who he flew me out and we were dating for a few months. And he said, I want you here, but I don't want to talk. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to go out. If you want the keys, here. If you need a card, here. It's here. But I just want you in the home. I just want to know that you're close, that you're here. I want to know where you are. He's like, if that's something you could do for a couple of days, come spend some time with me. But he's like, I don't really want to talk. I don't really want to.
You ready for this one?
Yeah. I really love
every man to a degree.
Yeah.
Has this in them, but they don't know how to say it. And I'm going to give you, and I'm about to tell you what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Every man wants to be by themselves, but they don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now she's talking about a situationship. Now I'm not doing no situationship. We either gonna be together or we not. We're not doing that. I'm gonna fly you out for a car. I don't hear that. So I was talking about a full-blown serious relationship. It has been done. It can be done. It will be done because I need my space too. So I can do that, and I can still have those other parts. But I like we could be in the same space and not talk, do our own thing. I can do that. But I'm talking long term, not fly me out for a week and I'm going to ignore you. I might as well just stay at home.
So you can do that on a full-time, I'm just asking, a full-time basis, like be quiet.
Yes, ma'am.
Like all the time.
Yes, ma'am. Leave me alone. I'll leave you alone. We can hang out on the weekend. We could, honestly, truthfully, I was literally talking to my friend about this. When I get married, I want us to have our own separate rooms. We can sleep together when we want to, but I want my own room and you can have your own room because and I don't want to generalize men, but men are nasty. Okay, and sometimes I just want my own clean space, and I know I'm the only person that touched everything in this room. Okay, men are nasty. I'm telling you, I'm serious now. So I say, and then men want their space, and they can have it. You can have it, baby. But when I want to spend time with you, I want to spend time with you, and don't ignore me. And that's we're gonna have a problem. So that's why I say I can do it long term, but we have to be on agreements. Like when it's time to come together, we can do that type of thing.
Go ahead, Class, and say what you're gonna say.
Okay, so what do y'all think about what Cam said in response to her? Cam said, let me let you know, most men to a degree want this, but they don't know how to express it. So with him speaking from a male POV, and I don't disagree with him. So How do y'all feel about gaining that understanding from a man's point of view, that most of us do like a woman who's silent or quiet, or at least knows when to be?
If she knows when to be quiet, it's different.
Do y'all
But
know?
a constant silence all the time without emotional connection or feelings or anything. To me, when you say silence, it's like emotionless, it's feelingless.
That's objective.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when y'all heard Cam say that that's what most of us want, how does that make y'all feel?
Like you said, that most men want whatever you just said. Most men want from women to be silent and know when to be quiet. Most women want men that know how to tell them what they want.
Right.
We don't want to have to guess what's on your mind.
I agree with that.
Tell us what you want from us, and we'll do it. If you're doing what you were supposed to do, it's really simple.
Hey, chat, y'all know my job today is just to moderate, chat. I know you see me trying to crack the code. I ain't gonna get too much pushback. Let's get to we got some comments. We got a question for y'all. Okay. So Uncle Plug said, normally can you do it not with all the amenities, right? Oh, he's saying, can you do it normally? Do you know how to be quiet even when he isn't giving you the credit card or the keys and etc.?
Yes, and I'm speaking from experience, so I say yes.
April, Miss, he got to prove it first. What's up? Yeah, he got a
classic. I know how to be quiet when I need my quiet time. I need my decompression time. I need all of that. But still, I think you would be lacking like an emotional connection if it's silence all the time.
Okay.
I want to show me you love me, but I also want to be told as well. Show me you want me, but I also want to be told as well.
Your love language is all of them.
All of it.
To check every box. Okay. Okay. Cortez said, it's time to crack the codes. I know that's right. He asked y'all a question. He said, what's the difference between dating and a situationship? If he's hidden, he hidden, right?
The difference between dating and a situationship.
When you're dating, I wouldn't think you would be intimate. I'm sorry.
I think dating is more intentional. Situationship is, y'all know what's up. We just here to do this, and this is a situationship type of thing. But a dating is like, it's intentional. Like, I'm dating you to get somewhere, to build something.
Okay.
That's what I feel the difference is.
That's pretty clear. I actually agree with y'all on that one. Miles Bachelor said it's rare for men and women to speak the same relationship language. Nonverbal communication is even more rare.
Mm-hmm.
I would say what you don't say says a lot more than what you do. Souls of Thought said 333. Shout out, brother. He said double talking. Who double talking, Souls? Don't start, man. We here to listen today. Kalista Weaver, what's going on? Hello, everybody. What's going on? Welcome to the chat. Make sure you lock in and subscribe. Everybody hit that like button. I appreciate y'all tapping in tonight. Cortez said, why be in it then if you know it doesn't serve your future?
My answer to that is
they challenging y'all tonight. Okay.
It depends on where you are in life. It depends on what you want at that time. Some people aren't ready to lock it down or be in a committed relationship. If that's what she's enjoying at the time, then let her do it.
What's that called? What y'all call that window? That little window of time where you're not looking for. What's that? What is that? What's that? What y'all call it?
I don't participate. I don't know what we're talking about.
You don't participate. You don't participate.
I don't know what we're talking
Classic.
About.
I know.
I spend my free time working on me and stuff. Me and the Lord is my free time.
I understand.
It's gonna be a good one tonight, man. He said, shout out to everybody watching from Twitch. Shout out to everybody watching from Rumble. Uncle Plug said, I think there's emotional disconnect because you're enjoying being alone together. I like that. I think it's possible.
I agree with that. Like I said, from experience, I agree with that.
So you had a situation where somebody wanted you to be mute?
Well, no, we both are very, I would say, not very affectionate. So it works. It works great. It's like,
I got you.
Yeah. So we don't need to tell each other we love each other 25 times a day. It's like, but you can show it in other ways, but we don't have to talk and you don't have to be around me all day.
Okay. Okay, that works. I think that's
I
what they say.
I
Find what
agree with
works
that
for you.
too. Needing that personal time away from each other. You do need space away from each other. We talked about that before.
Yeah, we did. I think I covered it too. I said that you think about back in the old days, even like when my parents was first rocking together, they ain't had cell phones and all of that. Like, or you had the big phone that you kept in the trunk. So really not even a cell phone for real. And so they leave for work and don't talk all day. You know what I mean? And I think that space is a friend to a relationship. You know what I mean? I don't think it's a bad thing. But Cortez said, Cap, every one of y'all got a list of demands. Here you go. He challenged. Miles said women are naturally verbal. Old be a challenge. Okay. So the thought said, do ladies ever want to the situationship for themselves? Do ladies ever want that situation for themselves? Which situation? The situationship or the silence? Which situation, Souls? He said, oh, okay, could be a challenge. He said women are naturally verbal. Could be a challenge. Thanks for correcting that for me, bro. I should have saw that. But
I didn't say I wasn't verbal now. I didn't say that. I said, like you said earlier, is there time? There's a time. I'm going to get my point across.
Yeah, see, based on what she described that gentleman was asking for, I'm concluding that y'all can't do it. Y'all can't do it. I think the ice is broken, y'all. Let's move on. Let's move on. Yeah, y'all can't do it because it's too many. Well, if and then maybe, but in this situation, all right, no, that's not what he said. He said, "Come, pull up, be quiet." Y'all can't do it. Y'all can't do it. Cortez said, Asian proverb: "A quiet wife is a joy to her husband." Now you know that's only in Asia. You can't say that around here, dog. You can't say that. They'll cancel you in the morning. They'll cancel you. we gonna go into the question of the day. The question of the day: does a woman need to be a wife before becoming a wife? But we're gonna actually watch a clip first. Hold on. We're gonna watch a clip first, and then we're gonna tap into the subject matter. Let me see which one was this. Yes, we sliding over to the Truth After Dark with Paul Pierce and Azar.
Yeah,
always a joy tapping in with them. They funny. I hope they don't break up.
Bring one back, Cortez. 90 Day Fiance. I'm sorry,
that's your show. Oh, you good? You good?
I've written comments. I told him bring one back.
Let me see where we at. Okay, there we go. Yeah, where's that? Oh, there we go. All right, let's get it.
Talk to me. Should a woman show up as a wife before they have the ring? Meaning, if I'm in a relationship with a man and I'm not his wife yet, could I be doing all of the things though? Should I? Because it's a debate because some people are like, okay, if you don't give a man something to want to make you his wife, meaning like what does he get once you're married if he's getting everything right now? Like, what's the incentive of marrying you if he can have everything without you even being a wife, Versus some people say, well, you do all these things because you're showing a man like I am a wife. So there's this debate going on where it's like, do I already act like a wife? Or am I not giving this man anything as an incentive to marry? Like some women are like back in the day where it's like, you don't get no coochie unless you make me your girlfriend. So then a man's like, well, I'm gonna make her my girlfriend. You know what I mean? Because I want to do that. And then now you have the commitment from that man. So then it's like, okay, I'm gonna wait to give him everything until he decides to marry me. So then he can understand, like, as a wife, there's other things that I'll do and I'll show up in different ways for you as your wife. You'll get more from me.
All right. So that's a great question. It's a loaded question, but it's a great question. I will say this for you women. I think
for you women, it's crazy. Go ahead.
Well, now I say female, you own me. Now I say women.
Is this how you say it?
Like, what's wrong?
For you women. Okay, go.
The other week I said female, and you say, why you say female? Now I say women, and
you're right. I'm on your ass. Crazy. You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sexy chocolate. Keep going.
I got some caramel. But all right, So, great question.
Yes.
Those women that you're talking about that do what you're talking about.
Which part?
Holding back and saying you'll get more, and that's some military type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I think you need to be who you are.
All right, y'all. Let's talk about it. Come on, let's talk about it. Does a woman need to be a wife before becoming a wife? Miles said, is this a real question? It absolutely is. It's a real debate. It's going around. Yeah. Souls of Thought said, yes, Miles, watch the confusion commence. Whoever wants to start. Whoever wants to start.
Go ahead, Ms. Ray.
You can go ahead. You can start. I'm just sitting here listening to you guys.
Don't nobody want to talk. Don't nobody want to talk. Yeah. No, let's talk about it.
I'm just listening, waiting on you guys. I was going to wait to the end, you know.
I got you.
Well, we've had this conversation before. I understand that this is the Queen's panel, though. I'm gonna be who I am. And I'm gonna do what I do. I mean, I think it depends on the woman. Look, I think it depends on the woman. Generally speaking, a woman should project wifely material or wifely what do you call it?
Duties,
not necessarily duties, no, but wifely
no, I lost me.
No, this should not listen. This question should not be stumping y'all.
For me, I don't mind doing wifely things. Like, I love to cook. I'm very domesticated. I love to cook. I love to clean. I don't mind doing those things. But it's. I feel like if there's a line to be drawn, that's what I feel like. And I feel like to unlock this next level, I'm gonna need a ring or something, some type of serious commitment. If you can't do that, then we just stop right here. Because I feel like you have to get something to receive something. That's just how it works. You have to open your hand to receive. You have to open your hand to give. So that's just how it works. That's the universe for you. But at some point, it's just like any other relationship. You're not gonna run over me. And I have boundaries, just like you have boundaries within your friendships, you have boundaries within your relationships. It's just certain things we're not gonna do. So if you can't commit to this, then I can't commit to this. If you can't unlock this, I can't unlock this. And that's just how it works. So that's just how I feel about it.
So it's tit for tat with you.
So it's conditional.
Well, if you can't unlock this, I can't unlock that. If you can't, that sounds like tit for tat. Am I tweeting?
No, it's boundaries. It's boundaries, just like any other friendship. Don't you have boundaries within your friendships?
Yeah, I got boundaries.
So,
but I mean, I don't. But the thing is, like, I think when it comes to relationships, it almost sounds like keeping score. When you describe it that way, it's almost like, okay, I'm not going past a certain point because I don't feel like this person going past. If you in, you in. You know what I mean? And if you display yourself at your best, I think that's how you end up thinking you just going out to dinner one day and you get hit with a proposal. No? Has holding back been a proven strategy?
I never said I held back. I'm just saying, like,
I'm saying in general, like, y'all, do y'all think, like, as women, would you get that advice to another woman? Like, yeah, don't show them this side of you. Don't open up fully, or don't do this, and until he come with that ring.
I did get that type of advice when I was younger. I did, but now,
like we all have.
That I'm older, I'm more realistic about things. There's certain things that, I think it's just certain things we have to be realistic about. And I think this generation kind of get like their concept of what they want from a relationship from social media, music, and things like that. And they don't actually take the time to think about what they really want.
So, and really like the actuality of a marriage instead of seeing it all on social media.
Yeah. So I don't know. I kind of feel like I got off topic. I can't remember what we were talking about.
No, you good. You good. Miles said, why would I marry a woman hoping she hypothetically will be a wife? It's just a good ass question, Miles. That's all.
Oh, wow.
That's
classic.
The men are very loud, Miss Ray.
Oh wow.
They loud over here on this side.
I know you see me trying to crack the code.
Which one of y'all be so kind as to answer this man's question?
It's not.
Oh, you skipped over some of the other. Oh, but you stopped.
Oh no, I'm coming. No. I come to the questions when it's a good time to ask y'all. So certain ones, yeah.
I think it's not necessarily hoping she would be hypothetically a wife. A wife is a woman who desires to be a wife. She's gonna carry herself as a wife, like we said before, and she's gonna have those characteristics as a wife. And you're gonna see it elsewhere. Not necessarily, and you're gonna see how she treats you and how she treats people around you, and all those different instincts are going to be naturally hers.
But when, April? Because you said, but when does he get to see all of these qualities after he's?
I'm bringing you me who I am
off rip. Because you said that you have to feel. You said you have to feel a certain type of safety in order
get that submission. Yes,
that's wifely. Submission is a wifely duty.
Submission is wifely, yes.
But he can't get that out of you.
Other things like nurturing, caring, understanding, motherly, all that, those things. And the submission will come behind that.
Okay. Miles, I hope you got your answer. I'm just asking for Miles. Uncle Plug said you should be, if he's not appreciating that, then that's on him. Being who you are as a wifely woman is a treasure, and it said nothing. Another man's trash is another man's treasure. So he's saying pull up on wifey mode, off rip, and it whatever, if he don't appreciate it, on to the next. I feel you, Plug. He said, April, don't fumble.
I'm trying not to.
So the thought said, so becoming a wife is a transaction. He has a question.
Miss Ray's point of view.
Ray, you there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but we can't see you.
Oh, because saying I was backstage.
No, I put you because your camera was off, so I moved you out the frame. You good?
Oh, okay. So, what were you saying now?
So the chat has a question for you. He said, so becoming a wife is a transaction?
I don't. Wait. What do you mean by that? Break that down.
Elaborate, Souls. Do you need April? You able to answer that, or you want him to elaborate?
When you were saying, if you do this, I'll do that.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah.
So I was talking about boundaries. So it's about boundaries, and it's about it's just certain things you wouldn't give to someone you're dating versus your husband. Certain things only you give to your husband. What is like nothing is sacred if you're giving it to everybody that you're dating. It's basically what I was trying to say. And I just feel like there are boundaries and there are certain things I won't give you unless you marry me. Yeah.
Hold on, let me stop you right there because I want to challenge that, but we got super chats. Shout out to Souls of Thought with the super chat. Much appreciated, brother.
Classic.
Yes, Lord. My dog said, hopefully this will get you meds for the double talk headache. You talking about me? I'm cool, man. I'm cool. Cortez said, shout out to Cortez for the super chat. Yes, Lord. He said, Cortez said, when you like him more, it goes out the window. Yeah, he also reiterated. He said, yeah, like I said earlier, Cap, every one of y'all has a list of demands. Cortez on that with y'all tonight.
Everybody got a price. Everybody got a price now.
Uh-oh.
And sometimes love is the price. But I mean, that's a good price to pay, I feel like. If it's genuine, I feel like that's a good price to pay.
Now you were so he said, so in regards to
hold up, Plug. Wait, I see your comment. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not going to.
Yeah, he said, Uncle Plug said, tit for tat. Tit for tat for show.
My camera went out. I didn't try to go off now.
Uncle Plug said the whole time. And then Lisa said, reciprocity, it matters.
Period.
Mm-hmm. And then so who goes? Okay, so y'all talking about tit for tat. Y'all talking about reciprocity.
So you keep saying it's tit for tat.
Well, not tit for tat. Boundary. Boundaries.
I'm not waiting on you to do something for you, but I am taking in consideration what are you doing for me. I'm not gonna keep doing this, and this, and you're just okay.
That's the question I was gonna ask is who goes first?
Now that doesn't matter. I feel like if it's genuine, it doesn't matter. But I'm gonna meet you where you are. I'm gonna at least try to meet you where you are. Like what you just say?
Reciprocity. But who goes first?
That part doesn't matter as long as it's genuine.
Who gonna do it though? April, who goes first? When you meet a nice man, y'all go out on a date, y'all like each other, y'all go out on a few dates. Okay, cool. Who goes first? Who's the first one to jump out the window? Who the first one to say I love you? Who the first one to pull up and do something sweet out of consider? Like who goes first? If both people are healed or healing or whatever the case may be, then who's the person who's like, you know what? I'm gonna show that I'm emotionally vulnerable for you. Who goes first?
I think everybody's situation is different, and like I said, it's whoever goes
but
first.
The man has to show that he desires that woman as well.
So he should go first. He's the one that should be forward. Okay, y'all just say that, y'all. Why y'all? I'm only going to come on, man. Just say what you mean. It's okay. Don't worry about the chat. They're gonna be all right. Jen said these qualities. Jen said these qualities are natural. They are not something that is hidden away until needed.
Right.
I'm with you, Jen. Uncle Plug says, see Ray on that bull. That's why her camera went down. Oh, that's what you was talking about?
Yeah.
So said, so you not dating to become a wife. You want what won't you give? That's what I was gonna get to. So y'all are referring to, because we know that physical intimacy is not generally something that women are holding until marriage no more. So when y'all say you don't want to give everything until marriage, what are some of the things that a man could presume that you're holding back if it's not the physical side? What is it? Is it
because I'm not holding back. Okay. Well, if I'm with you, regardless if we're married or not. I can't. That's on me. Now, generally speaking, though, a lot of females are going to be like, I'm not going to give him, like what we said before. But I'm not holding. I can't hold myself back. You're going to get who I am 100% of the time.
Ray, what you think?
I think I don't know about this question.
I mean, you actually the one that said it. You said, you know, when somebody gets married to you, they should get like the rest or all of you or whatever. So what are some of the things that you're reserving? Just
you know, that's a good question. I'm still thinking about that.
Got it. Yeah. Hey, listen, we gonna figure it out. We gonna figure it out. We gonna get this situated. Souls of Thought said, Ray, I respect your authenticity. Cortez Branch, exactly, the double talk. She been listening to that good Lauryn Hill.
Oh my goodness.
What have you done for me lately, Eddie? Miles said viral questions.
Absolutely.
Shell, it depends on the man and the woman. I went first on my relationship. I like that, Shell. I like that. Any ladies only. Any ladies that want to join the conversation tonight, I will put the link in the chat, but for ladies only. I'm not bringing no men up, just so y'all know. But any ladies that want to join the conversation, just let me know. So does a woman need to be a wife before becoming a wife? Everybody's final conclusion on this. Yes or no, Ray? Yes or no?
I'm 50-50.
You got to have that mentality. You got to have those qualities.
Well, she said,
if she desires to be a wife, she will have those qualities.
You're either a wife or you're not. You don't switch it on and off. You're either a husband or you're not. It doesn't switch on and off. You don't just wake up one day and say, okay, I'm gonna be a real man today, and I'm gonna do this for you, and I'm gonna be this.
So is that your way of saying yes?
Oh, no, it's a 50-50.
Hey, classic. Hey, Souls of Thought just said yesterday, I haven't seen a woman answer a yes or no question on the internet yet, and we April, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, we got one.
Classic.
God, y'all killing me, man. I'm trying tonight. I'm trying. Hey, Cortez said, I bet you find out what she was reserving if she said what her list of demands was. He gonna stick to this list of demands. He not playing. Shell said,
what list of demands?
He said all y'all got a list of demands. That's what Cortez's theory is, and he's sticking to it. Shell said, facts, April. I'm genuinely a wife, whether I'm married or not. To be honest, it's just in me naturally, as Jen said before.
Right.
Okay. Uncle Plug TV. He said this conversation is for queens and kings, not for the BS people. So when you're speaking, it's the language of meeting, dating, and being in a relationship with a real individual. Oh, for sure.
I respect that.
Yeah, for sure. So that's it. We're gonna move off for the question of the day. We actually getting through the segments pretty quick. When the other ladies join, hopefully we still got some things to talk about. But we going into we're about to go into the from queens to kings. So this is where you guys get an opportunity to clear up, maybe something that men have wrong about women today, or maybe you end up, showing us that we got it right. We just gonna have a conversation. But for this one, we gonna slide over to tonight's conversation. But we're going to Darwin McPherson's channel. He did a reaction to tonight's conversation with Sarah Fontenot and a few other people on the panel. And they're going to discuss something real quick, and then I'm going to ask y'all about it. Let me pull this in. All right. Let's roll.
I digress.
If you meet somebody and they're a 300K woman, that may not be quite the lane for you. It doesn't mean that I value you less. It doesn't mean, but you're going to perform better. You're going to be a better person. You're going to have a better mindset. You're going to be in a clearer space when you feel valued, safe, at peace with where you are. And it's no harm, no foul in that. Stay there in that lane with the women that are in alignment with you, and leave the women, and don't be mad at us calling us broke, gold diggers, dirty, bald head scallywags on the internet, because we are in this lane.
Boom. Again, another woman who believes her money places her in a different lane. Fellas, women are communicating to us that their income, if it is higher than yours, absolves them from aligning with you. When women communicate this, they are indirectly communicating that they are not helpmates, meaning they will not support any man they out earn, which removes man from the entity a woman submits to and replaces him with his income. So what does that mean? Women submit to money, not man. But what type of woman submits to or aligns with money, not man? A whore.
Okay. So, welcome. Okay, so let me get the other one. There we go. All right, y'all. Huh? What? Mute your mic on. But so the question that I extracted from that video, and then we'll go off on our own tangents. But from queens to kings, enlighten us men. Do women submit to money or men?
Yeah, money. I say both, but I say both.
Yeah, Leo, true.
Classic.
Money is what turned me on. Yes, it does. I'm so sorry. It definitely helps. It's like, okay, it's like chocolate is good. It's good for you. But then when you add sugar to it, it's like amazing. Like, so it's like, okay, the man, he's cool. He got the good personality. He really loves me, this and that. But if he has money, it's like, I want to give a description without giving. I want to be very. Can I be brutally honest with your audience?
Please.
Okay, so I'm being so serious. I'm being so honest right now. A man with good intentions for you, a man that really loves you, it's like everything to a woman. Like, for real, it really is. It's like everything. When she knows that he really cares about her, when he really loves her, and he's really there for her, and she knows that she doesn't have to watch her back. Oh, is he talking to this girl? She don't have to do anything. It's amazing. But a man with some money, so the man, a woman that's with a man that genuinely loves her, it's like your water frozen and it's just dripping. But then it's like a woman with a man with some money. It's like a waterfall. That's the best description I have for it. And that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, go ahead, talk to me, April. This y'all show. I'm just here.
So in the video, we're talking about the caliber of woman that's making $300,000 a year.
Oh yeah, we can get back to that too, but you go ahead.
I honestly think that we should date within our tax bracket or close around somewhere. Educational bracket, tax bracket, somewhere. Now, I'm not against dating somebody or being with a husband who makes less than me. I'm not against that because we go into one pot. But their conversation is different because these are high dollar earning women. These are boss women. And that's probably one reason why they're single.
All right, let's have a conversation. First off, Miles said, at this point, I'm not expecting anything in return. Take the negotiation off the table. Much easier for me. You see, Miles, you see how us men think? I'm late reading this comment because he was talking about the last topic, but it's pertinent here. Because when we have resource, we think, oh, now I can take care of a whole family of people. That's what we think when we get resources. Y'all get resources and y'all isolate yourselves from 97% of y'all options just by way of financial standard. So example would be if a man makes 300,000 and he meets a woman that makes 60K, he'll still marry her, no problem. He won't tell her to quit her job or nothing. She can still bring her 60. Now as a household, they got 360. Reverse it. The woman got 300K, the man makes 60, he's unqualified for her. So it's not, I think boss women get in their own way. Y'all tell me what y'all think. Jen said, I live this every day. Love this conversation. Cortez said, Miles Bachelor, they making faces. They got questions. He said, play that again.
Classic.
For sure. Yeah. Uncle Plug said somewhat. Let's see. Oh, Ray on some real spill right now. This summer truth finally. Yeah, she telling the truth. She said, I like that money. Cortez said, you mean dating in the tax bracket that you think you belong in? Question mark.
No, not that you think you belong in, your actual earnings.
Where you are. So then if you okay.
Not necessarily, and I'm saying I'm not saying that you got to be so far apart or so close together either.
Here's the complexity of it, though. What age are these people meeting at? Somebody gets a raise, somebody gets a promotion. Now all of a sudden, I'm too good for you because I got that bread. Like what? You know what I mean?
I think once you're really connected, you really love each other, it doesn't really matter.
In real life or in theory?
No, in real life.
For real?
For real.
So why are there so many women that, well, there's not so many, but the small percentage of women that are in the high earner category, right, making over six figures, why are those women largely unmarried?
Because they're not submissive. They're boss women, and they carry strong forward personalities that men do not like.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. So Ray said it doesn't matter, but I think it is showing that it does matter.
I feel like that goes back to what I was saying earlier about them dating, like dating for what they see versus what they want in reality. And a lot of those women maybe never had that. So once they got it, it's like, okay, this is the new me. This is how I'm supposed to act with this much money. And this is what I'm supposed to want because society told me this is what I'm supposed to do. And I can't be with you because you can't take me to such and such, even though I can take myself there. They're not genuinely looking for love. If you're not looking for something, you're not going to find it. I'm a firm believer in that. And maybe they don't know what to look for. So they looking at social media, let social media tell them what they need to look for in a man. And if you go to social media, it's gonna tell you he gonna need to be making at least this. He gotta buy you this type of bag. And I remember having that mindset at one time, like, dang, I need this. And then I realized I don't even like this stuff. Why am I saying he needs to get this from me? I don't even like this stuff. So when I started thinking for myself, my whole mindset changed. So a lot of it is mentality and materialism.
Mm.
And you put materialism over love, that's what happens.
I'm gonna ask. So, do you feel like that is majority or minority when it comes to women today?
I feel like that's majority when it comes to women and what they expect from a man. I feel like what they expect from them is something that they've heard someone else say instead of self-reflecting and really asking yourself, what do you want out of a man? Because I know for me, I don't want a Birkin bag out of a man. I don't want this amount of money on out of a man. I want to build. If you have that much money, let's build a community and sell some houses or do something to make some money. Let's do something that makes sense. That's where I'm at. So I feel like it takes, first of all, you having the balls to think for yourself. And then once you start thinking for yourself, you find yourself. When you find yourself, you can find your other half. But until you find yourself, you can't find your other half because you're not genuine with yourself. So it's a lot deeper than I think people realize because we look at everything so surface level, but it's really not like that. And that's why everybody is struggling to find their match because you're looking for something that somebody told you to look for instead of looking for what you really wanted.
Or what you need. I feel that. Shout out to welcome. Is it Kia or Kaya?
It's Kia, like the car. Hey.
Perfect. What's going on, Kia? Welcome to the conversation. We appreciate you giving. I appreciate you giving us your time this evening. So, were you able to see the clip at all before you joined in? The clip that I played. Were you able to see the clip that I played? Okay. So, what do you think about? Can you weigh in on this? Do women submit to money or men?
Men. In my opinion, I would say men. So Marilyn Monroe has a quote that says, "A man being rich is like a woman being pretty. You wouldn't marry a woman because she's pretty, but it surely helps." You know? So like, I really think that's what it is. And most people actually do marry within their socioeconomic status. Like, doctors tend to be married to other doctors. Teachers tend to be married to other teachers, or like, you know what I mean? People tend to marry within their own class, educationally and financially. And actually, the higher up we go in class, especially with women, the more likely you are to get married and stay married. Women with bachelor's degrees are more likely to get married and also report longer and more stable marriages than women with only a high school diploma or without. So pursuing education or pursuing more money actually benefits you in the in the world of love. So I would definitely say men.
The stat that you just said about women, educated women being more likely to get married and stay married, is that for all ethnicities?
Yes, that's across the board.
Okay, that makes sense to me then. We got some chat. So Cortez said they think what's mine is mine and what is his is mine too. Souls of Thought said hyper independent. Lisa said their money rules. It's I don't need a man mentality. Cortez Branch said they date by sight, not by faith. Elaborate on that, Cortez. We got a super chat. Shout out to Shell. We much appreciated, Shell. Welcome to chat 333.
Classic.
Appreciate you holding it down tonight. I'm gonna come back to your question, Cortez. Uncle Plug said, real spill, most people pick people based on others instead of what they want or need.
Well, that's not what I was saying. What I was saying is that you're going to date people that are within your circle. And if you are like let's say you meet the love of your life in college, typically y'all are going to have the same background. You're going to have the same friends if you're a part of a sorority or if you're a part of a club. And those things go on even post graduation. You know what I mean? If you're in the same master's program with someone, or even if y'all are in the same city and you find out like, hey, both of us went to this type of school, then you're just like, that's who you're around. So that's why, like, I probably would never meet someone that's like, well, outside of my book club, I would probably never meet someone that was an Ivy Leaguer. I met a black Ivy Leaguer, and I'm in her book club. I wouldn't have met anyone that went to Princeton. I'm in Texas, and she's probably going to marry someone who's also an Ivy Leaguer, and I'm probably going to marry someone who went to a normal, regular college, and I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? But I don't think people are marrying for money because it helps, but it's not the whole picture.
Yeah, I do. And I'm not going to debate, but I do want to say I understand where you're coming from if you look at the stats that you're pointing out. But people in general are getting married less altogether because the marriage rate is down to what, like 37% now or something like that nationwide. So it's like if you're speaking about of the people who are participating in marriage, you're not wrong. I'll never argue with the facts, right? But there's such a large percentage of people who are not participating in marriage, and the percentage of people who aren't participating are not participating because they don't want to. They're being unsuccessful. And so for like that big chunk of the population, I think is kind of where we're addressing, like, do those women, the women who are having a hard time securing the husband, because you're speaking about the women who are getting it done, right? Which is fine, because you didn't say anything wrong. But of the men and women who are dating intentionally yet unsuccessfully, could it be a submission issue? Anybody can speak to it. It's not just Kia. Anybody.
I think a lot of women get submission wrong. I think they're afraid of the word, and they don't understand all the details that come with submission. They think it's more control than anything. It's not about that.
Cortez,
I think a lot of women really think that when a man says submit to me, they're thinking about control. And that's not necessarily what it's about.
What is it about?
Submission. It's about letting him lead, being I can't talk tonight for whatever reason. Letting him lead, letting him guide you, being teachable.
I agree.
Yeah, not necessarily like what he says goes, but letting him make the decisions and doing what he needs you to do as his woman, leading the household, submitting in that way.
Would you say that submission is natural, or would you say that it's something like it's a conscious decision?
Natural. For the most part, it should be natural. A lot of men think that we should come with it already.
Okay. We got questions. Cortez said, talk about a lot of men. Didn't you just say y'all should come with it already?
I did.
You said that a woman should pull up already being a wife, and that
the
includes
qualities of being a wife. That does include
heavily includes submission. Heavy on. Okay, I just Cortez said, is physical labor, aka blue collar, not enough?
It can be enough. There's a lot of trades out there who make bank. I said this the other day. I think it was on No Middleman. Trades make money these days. Now I don't know about below that, but like entry level workers, those are kind of iffy. But like trades, electricians, plumbers, your IT folks, people, running cable, all that stuff, they make money. Trade, we still need people that does trades. So they make the money. The line workers, the linemen, they put the poles out there and whatnot.
Right.
We need them, and they make decent money.
Yeah, we need them for society, but do y'all need them as y'all husbands?
I would have one.
I think blue collar men are the standard. Like they literally are the standard. I mean, in fantasy books, in romance, in
the fireman,
and erotica, like women love the blue collar men. I don't think we've ever shown like anything different. I mean, it's the standard. And then not only that, when we think about the patriarchal society that we live in, what are the good qualities of a man? A protector, a provider, someone that is strong, a man that's not afraid to get his hands dirty. The blue collar man is the standard. That's what everyone, all women, I don't want to say every single woman, but most women love the blue collar man. So I don't know why it wouldn't be enough.
So just to give a little pushback, you love the blue collar man enough for what, right? Because y'all have a baby with a blue collar man. y'all will date a blue collar man for a little while. Y'all will love on a blue collar man, but when it comes down to what we see and hear on the internet, which could or could not be real, it's a lot of, you know, if he can't send you 300 for your nails, blue collar men don't send you 300 for your nails money, not 300. You know what I'm saying? If you go to a regular nail shop where it's like 60 for the feet and the hands, or 70 for the feet and the hands, he probably could do that for you. But a lot of, like, I hear women talk about like how much they pay on self-care. And I'm sure some of it is an exaggeration, but even if you reduce it by 20%, it's still high as hell. So blue collar men generally don't make enough to fund that type of that brand of woman, I should say. Is that a representation? The women who require that much, is that the representation of the majority or the minority?
They don't want a blue collar man if they want that much.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's
most. Go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Most blue collar men have, if they're married to somebody, she's working 40 hours a week too.
Okay.
To maintain. Sometimes when you're in that tax bracket, she's probably bringing just about as much as him home, and it's going to take them 2 incomes to live comfortably anyway. So if I'm maintaining, getting my hair done and my nails done, my feet done on my own, I don't need you for that. Okay. Unless it's like maybe a special occasion. Here's your birthday. Go treat yourself. You know, something like that, but not on a regular.
So Cortez said, are you literally trying to tell me that women don't marry for money?
Some do, not all.
Some absolutely do. A lot.
That was always my plan.
All right, being
come on, Ray.
That was always my plan.
Come on, Ray. You say you want that check, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Cortez said, everyone is not on the peak and won't ever be. Why are we talking about the 3% right now?
Yeah, that was bad when we were
I'm not sure what 3%.
When we were talking about like the women, the high earning women. I think that's what he was referring to.
1 second.
Yeah, you're fine. Take it. Yeah. Cortez said, she's wrong, bro. The stats actually say that more educated women are married less. You're talking about 6+ figure earners staying married. They have more skin in the game. Doctors, lawyers, CEOs. So Kia, I think he was responding to you.
Okay, so according to the American Institute for Boys and Men, college grads are more likely to marry each other. Marriage is declining among women without bachelor's degrees. The name of the study, will college-educated women find someone to marry? The study is by Claire Chambers and Benjamin Goldman and John Winkelman. Also, if you scroll down to the very end of the study, it'll give a summary based, like, stating the claims of the study. And what this study claims is that the more educated a woman is, the more likely she is to get married and stay married. Also, it is also consistent with the NIV stats, but I don't know the NIV. Okay, well, here's the Washington Examiner, and they always cite the NIV.
I like that. That's what I mean when I say substantiate your argument,
Classic.
people.
Okay, the Washington Examiner, you can look up the study. The name is College-Educated Women Are More Likely to Get Married and Stay Married Than High School Dropouts. So, yeah, those are the studies that support my claim. So.
Cortez, that's for you, bro. So, I mean, you know, if you want to debate that, she just gave you the information. I don't know if you could fight the facts. Uncle Plug said, no, that was on the comment that Ray made. Oh, okay, yeah, Kia, you responded to what Plug said, but I think he was responding to what Ray was saying. He was just trying to clear that up. Uncle Plug said, Cook, April. Correct me if I'm wrong, podcast. They submit to the man they like as long as he's saying something they agree with. Ooh. Ladies? Anybody?
That's a plus.
Can I have the definition of like do we have an agreed definition on submission?
Sure, we can look it up though. I'm all about that. Give me 1 second. Submission overview related to relationships. Let's see what we got. All right, so The overview of submission, understanding submission in relationships. Submission in relationships is a topic that can be interpreted in various ways, but at its core, it often signifies a willingness to prioritize a partner's needs, respect their decisions, and foster a sense of mutual support and cooperation. It's important to differentiate between healthy and unhealthy forms of submission, as the concept is often misunderstood. Defining submission: willingness to yield, prioritizing needs, fostering harmony, key elements and signs: respectful behavior, open communication, mutual trust, supportive nature, compromise and adaptability, distinguishing healthy and unhealthy. Healthy submission is a choice, not a demand. Unhealthy submission can be manipulative or abusive. Both partners contribute to a healthy dynamic.
Okay. So, they submit to me. Oh, okay. When I thought of submission, I was just thinking, okay, being agreeable, like, you know what I mean? Peaceful, I guess. And I don't really understand what this is referring to. I'm not really in people's relationships, so I don't really know, like, oh yeah, well, they're saying they're submissive. Like, how do we know this? Are husbands like reporting that their wives are only submitting to them when they're in agreement? And is that woman really not submitting, or is she disagreeing? Because to yield doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to agree with everything you say, but if I'm supposed to be submitting, I'm allowed to disagree, right? Or else that's not submission, right? So,
you're allowed to disagree. But in the end, the man's the head. He makes the final decision, to me. And this goes back to what we need to expand on too, Classic, about.
Oh yeah, I'm about to bring it up. I'm definitely about to bring it up. You already know what I'm on, because I need answers. Ain't nobody, a man or a woman, help me with this yet. We gonna crack that code for sure. But I just wanted to, get y'all responses to the chat. Miles Bachelor said, I think it's natural for a woman to want a man with an Escalade. Cortez, what if he isn't making bank? What if he's only making 65 to 70K?
And that's okay. People normally date within their income range and tax bracket.
The average
that's how I feel for the most part.
The average American makes $40,000 a year. Most homes, most households, like this white picket fence dream that we were sold, it literally does not exist. Everything that patriarchy, white supremacy, and capitalism has told us is a lie. It's not real. There is no the man going out to work and the woman just staying home and baking cookies and just having fun with her kids. It doesn't exist. It's not real. Most homes are dual income. $65,000 a year to $70,000 a year. Sure, it's not six figures, but compared to the average American, that is a good amount of money to make. Now, it depends on where you're living. If you're living in New York, it's not going to go as far as if, you're living in the middle of nowhere, Idaho. But, just, choose wisely, I guess.
Kia, you married already? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm not.
You're gonna marry you a good man. You're gonna marry you a good man. With all that, you're very realistic. You're very real. Cortez said Kia is double talking. Everything she named was top 3%. Now she's backtracking. He's saying pretty much with the study that you provided us with, it still only is applicable to like those top 3% women, is what he's saying.
No, so he made that comment earlier, and then also I don't know what he got 3% from. I'm not sure where that number comes from, but I've read the study. If he wants to,
you cited your source. You good?
He wants to make a counterclaim.
No, you ain't got to argue with him about what you know. Uncle Plug said, "Who is the mysterious creature?" Classic. Wait, who are you talking about? What you talking about? Cortez said again, list of demands, top 3%. Women marrying the top percent in their opinion is not about love.
Who says you have to marry out of love? Who says you have to do that?
Oz, what up? Oz slid over to the chat. What up, Oz? What we talking tonight? Right now, we talking a little bit of everything. We just getting the women's opinions. They clearing this up for us. Cortez, that's not bad money. No, that's not bad money at all.
Yeah.
So would you say when men? Because I'll tell y'all this, from a male POV, most of us believe that today's time women submit to money more so than submitting to the man. That's what we believe as men. So if y'all each had to give a definitive answer to that in regards to whether we got it right or got it wrong, what do y'all think? Do you think that we have it right, or we're more so wrong? This is y'all opportunity as women to clear it up for us.
I feel like y'all got it right.
I feel you, Ray. What about you, April?
Generally speaking, I think most women do submit to the money.
Okay. And Kia, what do you think?
I think it's men. Money's not enough.
Money's not enough. So you so let me I'm not trying to change your answer. I'm just asking. Do you feel like as a woman, because I can't get this POV right, are you naturally more respectful to a man that you know make north of six figures than you are to the man who, you know, work at the gas station?
Okay. Honestly, no. Right? Unless that six-figure man is the one signing my check, which it's a woman that signs my check, but no. Honestly, no. Like, I was raised to respect the janitor just as much as I would respect the CEO. So no, that just doesn't exist for me. And then also in my personal experience, people don't really care like necessarily about your money. Like, the thing is, like, certain people have like complexes depending on what their sickness, quote unquote sickness is, and I don't know how to explain it. So like women don't like short men. I don't think it's that women don't like short men. I think women don't like men with short man complexes, because if they have short man syndrome, then it's like, I don't want to be with you. And there are tall men with short man syndrome, and it's like, well, it's not that I don't want to be around you because you're broke. You have broke person syndrome, so I don't want to be around you. Do you know what I mean?
No,
yeah,
I understand.
No. Yeah. So I don't think it's like that.
Okay. And then Miles said the dating dynamic is that women date up financially, men date what is agreeable and attractive. Yeah, men definitely marry and date for behavior more so than anything.
You said behavior.
Yeah, behavior. Yeah.
Like, can
behavior.
You on that?
Like, yeah, behavior, like not like being agreeable, being respectful, being kind, being gentle, being pleasant on a fairly consistent basis.
Mm-hmm. So
like not
like personality traits versus.
I mean, I think the behavior that men like comes with good personality traits. A woman that's modest, you know, mild-mannered, understanding, realistic. Those women aren't normally flying off the handles, doing too much, talking to you crazy, you know, committing domestic violence against you. You know, men like good, like we like well-behaved. I mean, I know it sounds like a bad term to use, but literally like well-behaved women.
Well-behaved,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a compliment when we say it about kids, but it don't sound right if we say it about women. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, oh, my child is well behaved. Oh, yeah, he's such a good boy. It's cool, but if I say my woman is well behaved, it's like what, like an insult or something? Like, nah, I mean, we like behavior. I see you, Kia. Yep, but yeah, we got a couple more comments and then we're gonna move into the code language. Cortez said at Souls, it's great money if you know how to spend and invest. Oh, for sure. Most money is good money if you live within your means. Kia, you never watched Pop the Balloon, did you? Oh, he said that. That's what I thought about when you said women don't dislike short men. Yes, they do. You watch the Pop the Balloon show, dude walk out there 5'7".
I think most of those people, on Pop the Balloon, first off, I think it's a minstrel show, but I think most people on there are either looking for a bed partner and they just want a little bit of clout off of it, or they're there for clout or to embarrass someone. Like, I don't think that that's like a real good faith dating show.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, it's definitely a humiliation ritual for a lot of the people that go on there. I think that they set themselves up for failure.
Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm so disappointed in the women that go on there. I really am.
Ooh, okay. Y'all want to talk about it real quick?
I hate it.
Okay. Just talk about what do you hate about it?
I don't like Oh,
Go ahead. No, you go first. You go first. You go first.
No. You go ahead.
You go first.
I'm disgusted personally. I just feel like that's not how women should behave. I feel like women are like flowers. They should be seen and not heard. And I feel like you going on that show and like you're basically like selling yourself. And I just feel like women are worth so much more than their behaviors these days. That's how I feel.
You said they're worth more than their behavior. What do you mean by that?
Like the behaviors that women display, they're worth more than the behaviors that they display.
I'm with you.
Like they sell themselves short. And it's like, I feel like a lot of women put themselves on sale these days so they can fit in or keep up with other women because everybody on sale. So I'm gonna put myself on sale too. And that's what that show look like. Oh, I'm on sale. This and that. I'm here. Like I feel it seems very desperate. And I'm not against looking for love, but I feel like it's a different type of desperation.
So you see it as desperate. So so you're saying by the time you get around the dating shows, so is a dating app desperation, or does it start at going on shows?
I feel like it's a different type of desperation. So I don't feel like a dating app is desperation only because I don't go out. Okay, I can get on a dating app and I can do this and I can do that. And everybody on that show is superficial. So that's why I say it's a different type of desperation. I'm desperate for fame. I'm desperate to be seen. I'm desperate to be heard. I'm desperate to be validated. So I feel like maybe a lot of people are going on that show for validation and you're seeking validation maybe in the wrong place. So did I explain myself well? I don't know. I feel like
You did.
And honestly, I agree. For the most part, I see it as desperation, but also I just think women, the act of women peacocking for men is it's disgusting. And I honestly do see dating apps as desperate. And I think the best thing you can do is go outside and meet a person. And if you can't do that or you're not ready to do that, then I don't know. Maybe you should. But then again, the world doesn't run on Kia's opinions. But no, don't get on a dating app.
I feel like dating apps have their place.
This girl explained it perfectly. If there was an app called Employed, unemployed people would go there. If there was an app, called so there's an app called Hinge. Only unhinged people go there. And I think that's the perfect explanation. It's funny, but seriously, no, I don't think. Again, I think they are also desperate, but maybe for another thing, sexual attention or whatever the case may be. But Pop the Balloon, just women going online, peacocking, or that other show where they do a 360. Oh my gosh, it's disgusting. And I think I am a feminist. And I do believe that women should live the way that they want to. However, I cannot agree when you are holding up certain patriarchal standards. I can't agree to that. I can't agree that you're putting your body on display for as a commodity. I can't get behind that.
Okay, Kia, I have to gain understanding. So as a feminist, how can you disagree with that? Ain't that what y'all fought for? Ain't that what feminists fought for? Aside from the stuff in the workplace, and didn't y'all fight for all this liberation? It's just the use of the liberation that you don't like. Y'all fought for the liberation though, right?
Yeah, so I think the patriarchal system itself is what needs to be dismantled. So a lot of times some feminists believe that we can edit it and we can fix it. And some there are choice feminists, there are radical feminists, there's so many different kinds, but I won't say that we fought for to be sexual, to be sexual. I mean, being sexually free it's fine. But I think when you hold up certain things yes, women have the right to sleep with who they want to, of course. However, you're backpedaling and you're not allowing a system these women that are going online and showing off themselves or signing up for OF. They're not typically feminists. right? Like they're not typically feminists. They're typically just women doing what they want to do. And I think that they should do that. However, if what you want to do is uphold a system that I want to dismantle, we are in disagreements. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
No.
I understand what she's saying, but I also feel like she's trying to say a lady needs to be a lady, but she's also trying to make it seem like a feminist can be. I'm not a feminist. Someone just shut up. I can't speak on that. I'm not a feminist. I wouldn't have thought. I don't.
So I'm not saying a lady should be a lady, right? Like conduct yourself the way that you think is best. Okay, there's going to be outliers, right? Just like during the Black Revolution, there were people that were like, "Oh no, we need to assimilate and have respectability politics," and we're still online debating as Black people respectability politics. It's crazy. So I don't want to do that with the feminist movement. But what I'm saying is, if you think peacocking is an extra, like, why are you doing what you're doing? Are you getting online and peacocking because this is your choice as a woman? This is what you want to do? Or are you doing that because you believe in a system that tells you that your value is inherently in your looks, your youth, and your fertility? Because that's what you're going online to display. And that's what we need to dismantle. That's what my goal, that's what I want to dismantle. But you're going online, like, do you get what I'm saying? It's the motivation. So if you're sleeping with multiple men, I just like to have sex. Okay, do what you're doing. But now if you're like, I like to have sex because this is the only thing I have to offer men, that's bad. Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. It doesn't sound like feminism, but it does make sense to me though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you're like somewhere in, like, what you're talking about doesn't sound as unhealthy as feminism is. Because feminism has had an unhealthy impact on society in a lot of different ways. I mean, for the people who are using it for maybe whatever the pros of it are, I mean, I can't be mad at somebody for benefiting where there's benefits, but there's a lot of fallout from it as well, because most feminists that I speak to don't sound like you. They sound like women who very much want to be men, but God just didn't give them the hardware. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how they sound. That's how they talk. That's how they want to move in the streets. That's how their opinions sound. Everything is like, I wish I was a guy, but I'm not. So I'm going to just fight for guy rights because I ain't get the hardware. That's how they sound. Right?
Like men's
no, I'm going to fight to have the same rights as guys because I wish I was a guy, low key. Like, that's how most feminist women, hardcore feminists, that's how they come off. Like, they'd rather be a guy, but since they not, they gonna fight to be able to live like a guy while they're here.
What
like, they don't like a guy. Living like a guy is having, well, first and foremost, if there was, how do I put this? If everything was made equal on earth, right? Just equal. There's no laws, no rules, everybody free to just move around and do whatever. Women can't just be, there is no, I don't need a man. Every single woman would need a man to be latched on to for safety alone. Off rip.
Like if there was no civilization?
No, I'm just saying, like, we're in a first world country. So the women here have opinions that women all over the world in certain parts of the world don't get to have. You know what I'm saying? Like this whole concept of I don't need
very
men.
Privileged.
Yeah, men are absolutely 100% necessary for the safety of women, if nothing else at all. If nothing else at all. For safety, period. Now we can add in all the extra details, but just that alone is just true. That's safety from harm, because everybody on earth, for a sane person to exist, insanity has to exist. I'm a firm believer in duality. So we're never going to live in a utopia. The earth is not Pleasantville. Nature's design is not Pleasantville. Human beings have a distorted depiction of reality in regards to safety. We think we latch the little thing on our door and we cool. Like, no, you're as safe as the nearest person is sane, and they can lose their mind any day now. So safety is very much an illusion. And humans in first world countries are the only people who have the luxury to at least believe that they're safe. No animal gets to just feel safe at any point. Lions have to sleep with their head on the swivel. Birds have to sleep with their head on nothing. A blade of grass has to worry about your feet. A tree has to worry about humans wanting to make paper. A mountain has to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Everything that is alive has something to worry about, including humans. And most humans have to worry about other humans. And that's just the reality of the situation. We're never gonna, we could talk about how it should be, or we could talk about how it is. We're never gonna live in a world where everybody got their shit wrapped tight. So as long as lunatics exist, women will need men. Flat out. You can earn what you want, you could pay your bills on time, and your next door neighbor could lose his mind, kick your dough in, and unless you got the blick on tuck, you're defenseless. Now, if there's a man in the house, that's a line of defense that could very well save your life or give his life trying to save your life or whatever the case may be. That's just the reality of it. So like the whole concept of like, I can pay for stuff, so I don't need you. It's a successful propaganda that's been pushed, and it has so many people delusional, which is why you see sex trafficking at the level that it's at, because there's a bunch of defenseless single women going to grocery stores, getting swapped, getting snatched up in the parking lot. It's just what it is. And they going to and they moving around, and then it's not even just going to grocery stores getting snatched up, but they moving around like they safe. They really think they safe. You can't, as a single woman, you have no business at the grocery store after it's dark. I don't care where you live. It's dark, you shouldn't go grocery shopping. Go in the middle of the day. What? Flat out. Yeah,
like,
Earth is Earth.
That's probably best. But okay, so there was a lot. Okay, so first, I understand that if we lived in like complete anarchy and like the world was running rampant, yes, we would need we would need men, but also in states and in times where the world has experienced a bit of like chaos, we realize that men are dangerous actually during those times where of lawlessness. So it's like the best, like humans are like herd animals. So the best thing for us to do is not to just cling to one man. We would actually need multiple men, but men are not going to fight for that, right? We would need multiple men so that maybe they could fight off multiple men. Like we would have to hurdle into groups, but we don't live in a society where, like, thank God we're not in a global South, you know what I mean? Where crazy things are happening. We do live in a first world country. And I think just because it's better here than some other places, I don't think that means it's not still bad. You know, like drowning in 10 feet of water is not worse than drowning in 1,000 feet of water. I mean, you drowned, you know? And I think we can still address problems within a system and acknowledge that we do have privilege by being born in the West. And when people say we don't need a man, sometimes that's out of like being snarky or being rude, and other times it's just we don't need a man, and the for life is silent, right? Because it hasn't been that long since we haven't needed men, like to live. Huh?
I'm gonna always need a man.
What I mean is
classic.
For survival, absolutely. I don't want to survive by myself.
You don't. You love your man, I'm sure you do, but to need a lifelong partner to live, you don't. And I think that's completely fine. You can love and still crave and want and desire this person, but why do you need to be needed? Is being loved not enough?
But I need and want a man, a husband, a leader of my home. Mm-hmm. That's
I don't.
That's not everyone's goal, but so I understand.
Yeah,
what I'm saying is, as women, I don't listen. I'm a firm believer in letting crash outs crash out. Do 200 straight into the wall. I'm not here to convince nobody or nothing, but the truth is, a woman without a man's covering is a vulnerable woman. These numbers don't lie. You brought up stats earlier. I got some. Globally, women and girls constitute the majority of sex trafficking victims, 78%, compared to men and boys, 22%. Within trafficking, adults make up 92% of the victims. Adults. So it's not. So grown women is the ones getting snatched up. Even in the West, even in this first world country, it's not conducive for a woman to be without a man's covering, whether it's your husband or whether you just gonna have some super masculine best friend that you don't like that, and maybe he don't have a girlfriend, so for the time being he could be your protection, but as soon as he get a wife, he not gonna be able to come to you. Like, and I get what you're saying about men, a group of men protecting women from other groups of men, but the truth is, yes, men are dangerous. Men are also the only ones who can protect you from dangerous men. Dangerous good guys protect everybody from dangerous bad guys. But it's guys though. If you call the police right now, mostly men gonna show up. If the military pull up, mostly men gonna show up. For safety, if nothing else, everybody needs men. Men establish the order that we have today. As much as I don't agree with the law system, we do have some semblance of order. It is not complete anarchy, but even inside of that, you have people who are never going to play by the rules. And those people are doing bad things to the vulnerable people in this world. So the concept of like, I don't need, like, that's wild to me. That's why when women that's why women are attracted to bad guys first, because they give the depiction of protection. Oh, he's tough. He's mad. He can handle something if some shit go down. That's why they like that first, because of the energy that it gives. Even though we learn as adults, those are more feminine people because those men can't regulate their emotions, which is why they're always in situations. But that's a different conversation. There is no world, and I'm talking about just the design of nature. This ain't my opinion. I'm talking about the design of nature. There is no world where the human female is safe without a man's covering. There is no, I don't care where you live.
With the stats that you brought up, yeah. About most of the victims of adult human trafficking are women.
Grown women.
Yes. So I understand like what you're saying, but I don't think that those two stats correlate, because if you're getting your study from the CDC or the FBI crime report, they don't report, neither of those studies report whether these women had a covering or not. How do we know what percentage of these women did have a husband or didn't have a husband? Or like, how do we know that? So I don't think there's any stat to support that. Oh, you live a longer life by having a husband. You live a longer life, and you live a safer life from harm without having a husband. In fact, some stats actually say opposite. So I don't see how those things correlate.
I mean, you don't have to see how it correlates. It's God's design. I didn't design this stuff, so I ain't gonna beef with you about it. But it's one of them situations where if I'm a criminal. I'm casing a neighborhood looking for vulnerable households. The easiest house to hit is gonna be a single woman without a man or a dog. You don't have a dog, you don't have a man, you're number one on the list. Flat out, age aside. Number one. And if you're elderly, I'm just talking from a criminal's mind, because there's plenty of them outside. Plenty of lunatics, plenty of sociopaths outside. Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What if your husband's at work because he's such a provider man?
That's cool. He could be at work, but you know that there's a husband.
Still asked out.
You're not necessarily, because there's a man's traffic. There's foot traffic from a man. Your house is less. I'm having a conversation about probability versus possibility. If I'm a criminal and I'm casing a neighborhood, seeing your husband come and go may check you off my list altogether, because somebody else on your block is way more vulnerable. I'm looking for the easiest mark. I'm not looking for somebody where he might call off work tonight or come home early and now I'm in a shootout. No. Somebody right next door, just super vulnerable. She's 60 years old, retired. I ain't seen nobody come and go but her for a week. And I don't see her walking no pit bull. It's over with. I'm giving you the mind state of a criminal. See, this concept of like safety and, we in this world, I could pay my bills on time, so forget dudes. Okay. Let all the dudes around here stop giving a damn. Let all us men just turn into bad guys. And then we'll see what it look like. We'll see if it turned into Wonder Woman up in here, where all the women turn into Amazonians and shit and just stand up to us. Like, it don't work like that. And I'm just talking about the design of nature. I didn't design this. I didn't make women physically less strong. I didn't make women more susceptible to emotional decisions. I didn't make men more prone to logic. I didn't make men more bigger and stronger naturally. God did all that, or the creator, whatever you believe in. So I'm just talking about nature here. Like this
Some of these things that you named aren't natural. Men are not more logical.
Men are. How come we're not? You have it's chemical. You guys have estrogen. We have testosterone. You guys get a menstrual cycle. You guys have menopause, and now the new shit that's out is perimenopause. So y'all start tweaking in y'all 30s and really lose y'all shit at 50. And then you telling me that we're not more logical by nature, by God's design? I don't know.
Are you saying that because
what hormone is
because women are more emotional?
No. Yeah. I'm asking what hormone is in charge of risk taking?
What hormone is in charge of risk take? I've never even been asked that question.
What hormone promotes risk taking?
I have no idea. I'm not gonna act like I know. I don't have no idea.
It's testosterone. So men are more likely to drink and drive than women are. Men are more likely to cyberbully. Men are more likely to commit almost any violent crime ever, except for there are like 2 or 3 that women lead in. Any violent crime ever. Men are more likely to self-delete. However, women are more likely to attempt self-deletion. Men are not less or more logical than women.
No, you just brought up all the negatives. Men built the world you live in, flat out.
And also commit 93% of the crime nationally
and we built
98% globally.
And we built the whole world.
And you also genocided the whole world.
And we built it, and it's still here, and you still here, and I'm still here, and we still streaming, and we built the whole world that you live in right now. No, I'm just saying, like you listed a list of negative things about men, but we are responsible for the whole world that you currently live in, safely sitting there and talking to me right now. And if you
just
need
told
to,
me
you can.
Safety was an illusion.
No, it is an illusion, but you're safe right now. I'm looking at you, and nobody's attacking you. You're safe at this moment.
I'm only as safe as the nearest same.
You are, and clearly we got things under control, don't we? Because you're not under attack right now. And if you need to, you can dial a number, and a whole slew of men will come up with flashing lights.
Okay, why did I bring up those negative things about men?
Well, there's negative and positive on both sides. We could bring up a bunch of negative stuff.
Why did I bring them up?
Well, you're trying to say that men are not more logical than women, but we clearly are, because we have created the order that you exist in. The reason why you even have the illusion of safety is because of what we've created. No, that's why you have the illusion of safety.
No.
Okay, tenfold. This is the Queen's panel. You got it. Let's see. We could. Hey, I'm good with agreeing to disagree. He said again. Where are we getting that from? I'm not sure. That was a while ago. Mal said, our homes, internet, luxuries of freedom, thanks to men, mostly. It's a fact. Cortez, because men
woman built the computer algorithm, actually.
Congratulations. You know what I'm saying? If she didn't, we would have done it. Of course, she just got it done first. A man would have done it. We built the world. Did we not? I mean, hey, if you know something different.
Yes, if women build the world. And
okay,
what I'm saying is that you have to take the good with the bad. I mean, if you built the world, you have to also admit that you've oppressed every single country on this planet.
No, we haven't done. I'm black. I haven't oppressed every country on this planet.
Black man didn't build everything.
No, but I don't look like a colonizer, so I haven't oppressed every country on this planet. I am not. I don't look. My presentation is not that of a colonizer.
So
I didn't oppress everybody.
Why don't you separate the infrastructure from what a black man built from what a white man built if you're going to separate the crimes that a black man committed versus the white man?
No, what I'm saying is I'm talking about men in general. We're responsible we are responsible for the world that you currently live in. We're responsible for keeping the order that you currently exist in. And if you ever get into a real jam, we're still responsible for protecting you. There is no world where women don't need men.
Right, I understand that.
that's the only thing I'm pointing out.
I'm talking about men in general also commit and are at fault for most of the oppression globally.
Right, which is why
both of those things together.
Right, so that's why you need men who can protect. Okay, so if the world was only full of bad men, who would protect anybody?
I think
the only people that
I think what's been happening is that the way that things have been passed down is from women have been passed down from one man to another, right? And then now in the West, we have this new phenomenon where men aren't going to other men for access to women. And we just experienced a birth rate decline. So I'm saying, what I'm thinking is that what nature does is it breeds out bad. We don't have tailbones anymore because we don't need them, right? We kept mating with men that don't have tailbones, and now people are born without tailbones. Men are even starting to be born without Adam's apples. So what I'm saying is traits and characteristics can be breeded out. And for the first time in history, men are going to women for access to women instead of men for access to women. Therefore, these violent things, and like the characteristic of being violent or irrational, those things can now be bred out because these men will not be able to bear children. Therefore, they will not be able to pass down these erratic behaviors. So I think the world it won't be a world full of bad men. It'll be, I think, a little more evened out, when we think about natural selection and things like that.
I feel you on your theory. It's not gonna happen, but you know, if it do, I'll send you $1,000. We'll never live in a utopia. It's outside of design and nature.
No, I'm not saying a utopia.
Like, well, that's essentially what you're describing. If you weed out all the bad men, you just have a world full of fa la 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 la. Like it's all good. That's not happening.
What I'm saying.
You talking about breeding out certain types of people that do certain. So what does that get us? A utopia,
okay, so
right?
breeding. No, it doesn't give us a utopia. So if someone has a propensity to violence, that does not mean that they are actually going to be a violent person, but it also doesn't mean that they're not. But men who have that's a big word for Elmo. Sorry, you know what I'm saying? To a keen to violence, they are going to be bred out. Like there was a projection that says, you know, by 2030, most women are going to be single and childless. You know what I mean? And we just had a CDC birth rate for the first time in American history. More women in their 40s are giving birth than teenagers. So it's like Gen Z is the most sexless generation that there has ever been thus far. A lot of Gen Z in my generation, we're not having sex, you know? So I'm not saying that in the future it'll be a utopia, but I think more men are going to not be able to pass their seed down because for the first time in history, men are not going to men for access to women. Men are going to women for access to women.
So we're not going to be able to pass our seed down. Why? Because of what? We're going to be sterile?
No, because you won't be selected. Not you personally, but I'm saying certain men with certain characteristics will not be selected. That doesn't mean that in the future that no man will be violent. Like that's ridiculous. It's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying these certain characteristics where they have a keen to violence. It's just
here's the thing. Men are supposed to have a propensity for violence. This is the part, and I love having this conversation because it's necessary. But this is the part that feminists don't get because they're not actually men. They cosplaying, not you, but most of the feminists I know. Y'all don't actually get to live. We're supposed to have a propensity to violence. That's part of the protection that we're able to provide. Because guess what? Like I said, bad people are always going to exist. The people who protect you from the bad people are aggressive ass good people. They just have restraint. See, a lot of men are taught these days to be harmless when being a man is actually being dangerous and having restraint and discipline and self-control. But you can't activate protection if you're not weaponized. You're supposed to have a propensity to violence as a man. You're supposed to be able to hunt animals. You're supposed to be able to kill and be a little bit sociopathic to a degree. That's what survival consists of. For lions, tigers, bears, it's no different for us. That's part of being a man. You're not a man, so I don't expect you to fully understand what I'm saying. But trying to somehow weed out or breed out or stay away from the aggression that is the man is not beneficial to society. We just gonna have a bunch of fairies running around this motherfucker pretty soon. If the feminists had a way, it's gonna be a zest fest.
Classic.
Zest.
I'm sorry, I don't want to.
Can we share pictures? Is there a way we can share pictures on here?
You can email it to me. I'll post it. I got you.
You can post it right now.
Yeah. You send it to me. I can post it.
Okay, because it's gonna be a reference to what you just said.
Yeah, email it to me. I got you.
Okay, Cortez says eugenics is unethical. I've never heard a woman advocate for it who was a supremacist. Okay, I'm not advocating for eugenics, and what I'm explaining is not eugenics. It's a projection of the future. Because again, my only claim is that for the first time in history, men are not going to men for access to women anymore. Men are now going to women for access to women, right? And what that does is now women are selecting who they are and who they are not going to mate with. Like, you know what I mean? When before it wasn't necessarily fully.
You're speaking of like arranged marriages.
Well, arranged marriages.
You say men going to men for women, like the man going to the father for the woman. Is that what you're speaking of?
Right. And for the first time in history, that's it's not happening anymore. So I'm not saying that, we need to breed men with blue eyes, and no, that's ridiculous. I would never advocate for something like that. So I'm not advocating for eugenics. I'm simply talking about, according to the stats that we have with the birth rate, the projection that we just got about, in 2030, most women are going to be single and childless, which, that could not be true, but I don't think that has anything to do with eugenics. I'm sorry.
let's get through some of these.
I never advocate that.
I got you. Let's get through some of the comments. Cortez said the percentage of women who unalive their kids is overwhelmingly higher than the men who do. He's plucking negative stats because you have pointed out some negative stats about men. So he just started picking and choosing. He said she's cherry picking her stats. I've been called it. Souls of Thought says she's just creating a place to think outside the box. These are moments to stay cool and agree or agree to disagree respectfully. Oh, for sure. For sure. Cortez, men built the internet. A woman built the algorithm with the help of a team of men. Again, are black men benefactors of the patriarchy. Miles Bachelor, facts versus opinions, never ending argument. Cortez Branch, Miles is right. Uncle Plug, the fuck is going on here? Cortez is a black woman spouting of little mustache eugenics. I don't know what that meant. Jay Zilla, the bad men breed first, hands down.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Jay Zilla said the bad men breed first, hands down. Uncle Plug TV said, all right, new drink, my Tupac voice. Cortez Branch, eugenics is unethical. I've never heard a woman advocate for it who was a supremacist. You already explained that. Miles Bachelor, beliefs are not knowledge and wisdom. Jay Zilla, I guess you changed his seed. Good Lysol. Souls of Thought, facts, Miles. It's great dialogue. We lack attention span to knowledge. Souls of Thought said disregard. I thought Miles said it is knowledge and wisdom. My bad, misunderstood. Cortez said, let's see. What you explained is selective breeding, and that is exactly what eugenics is. Please read the definition of eugenics. No problem. Here at the Codes, we are going to get it figured out.
Eugenics is a set of largely discredited beliefs and practices that aim to improve the genetic quality of the human population. Historically, eugenics have phenotypes by inhibiting the fertility of those considered inferior or promoting those considered superior. Okay, and historically, eugenics have attempted to alter the frequency of various human phenotypes by inhibiting the fertility of those considered inferior and promoting those that are considered superior. What I am doing is not saying, first off, I'm not talking about any phenotypes, right? I didn't mention a phenotype. I didn't talk, phenotypes are looks, right? I didn't talk about dark skin. I didn't talk about anything that has anything to do with features. And also, breeding has always been selective, right? In history, these men are called eunuchs. In Russian history, these men were called invalids or men that were disabled. They were incapable or not qualified to have a wife. So it's not eugenics. It has always been selective. You choose who you want to have a baby with. And what I'm saying is that as time is progressing, women are choosing to be with men that they think are you know what I mean, or whatever they like about them, whether it's for money or love or whatever, you know, whatever you submit to. But you know, they're choosing, like, mating has always been selective, but a big part of eugenics is that it's based on phenotype and assuming that one thing is superior and one thing is inferior. And that's not at all what I'm promoting.
I hear you. Jay Zilla said the bad men breed first, hands down. He's not lying. That's a fact.
Classic.
The bad men breed first, hands down. At least in our community. I don't know what everybody else got going on. But Cortez said, I hate being a man who lives off of facts. No, man, you just got to be cool, man. It's okay to agree to disagree. It's a healthy debate. But before y'all go, I don't want to keep y'all too long. I did have a code language that I wanted to discuss about being satisfied. The definition, like we always do with the code language conversation, look at the definition and then we discuss the term. So satisfied just simply means contented or pleased. That's what the definition of satisfied is. I have a notion that in today's time, modern time, that there is no such thing as a satisfied woman. Can you guys explain to me what satisfaction looks like for y'all?
I'm never going to be satisfied.
There it is.
So I'm black.
Classic.
I'm a woman. I'm tall. Yeah, I'm never going to be satisfied. Is anyone here 37? Anyone in the comments 37?
Yeah, it's a few people in there 37 or older. Why?
37 years ago, Black women got the right to vote. My mom was born when Black women did not have the right to vote.
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on. No, my bad. Excuse me. 37 years ago, marital rape was considered illegal. So my mom was born before marital rape was considered six.
Mm-hmm.
Black women got the right to vote in 1965. 2 weeks ago, a Black man was just lynched. I'm never ever going to be satisfied. Why would I be satisfied with what? People are going in. The Department of Education was just defunded. They just defunded NPR and PBS. I have an autistic little brother, and he's doing great. Like, don't get me wrong, but everyone doesn't have the resources that me and my mom have to like make sure that he has all the tools that are available to him. Over 300 million people are going to die because of Medicaid being cut. Why would I be satisfied? They want to raise the retirement age to 70. Most of the kids in my generation, not kids, but most of the people in my generation, they're vaping. They're not going to make it to 70. People, like, the way that we treat our veterans in this country are disgusting. The old people in our retirement homes, they're lonely. People aren't going to volunteer anymore. And how can they? They're working over and over and over again. We don't have third spaces anymore. Coffee shops are now, they're building it, making the chairs uncomfortable so that homeless people don't sit in. Therefore, people don't go and sit in it. People don't have a place that does not cost money that they can go to, that is not homework or school. I have nothing to be satisfied for. I have nothing to be satisfied with.
Okay. I respect it. Ray, what's satisfaction look like for you?
Ooh. In what sense?
I mean, in general, with your life, like at what point, because being satisfied is being contented or pleased, and being contented means to be at ease or relaxed. So at what point in your life would you feel like satisfied?
I think I would feel satisfied when I have kids, for sure.
A husband go with those, or just
yeah, that too. But
just asking. Doesn't always.
I mean, a family. I'll be satisfied when I have a family. I'll say that.
Okay. You feel like you had your deep breath moment, like like, you know, I'm cool with life. I'm good with what's going on.
Most definitely.
Okay. What about you, April?
When I have a complete home with a man leading.
You feel like that's the one of the last boxes to check, and you will feel like you could lay back and ride it out, put that thing in cruise control, huh?
Yeah.
I like that. So we got a bunch of different perspectives on it. Mm-hmm. I respect them all. I definitely I'm surprised to hear. I wasn't shocked to hear Kia. What I expected to hear was what Kia said, just for different reasons. Mm-hmm. But I expected for all of y'all to be like, there's no such thing, because oftentimes that's what it looks like. So I'll give y'all quick unsolicited male POV before we close out. Is oftentimes with men, if you deal with, and this is more so towards the relationship spectrum of things, as far as how the world is going, what Kia was talking about, that's a little bit different. But in the relationship spectrum of things, from a man's point of view, there is no such thing as a satisfied woman. If we were to ask all the men in the chat, yes or no, is there a such thing as a satisfied woman in a relationship? It would be 100% no. And I'm just giving y'all the POV, not saying, you know, but from our POV, if you check all the things on the box, she'll make a new list for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't check all the boxes, right? They'll complain about the boxes that you don't check. If you check all the boxes, you may be boring. This is too perfect. I've heard that term before too. This is just a notion that I have, and I'm not punching down on the women. The reason why I created the Queen Codes is so that you guys could speak your perspectives without disruption, right? Which y'all notice I always let y'all speak freely. Indigo Flow said insatiable. Insatiable, my fault. Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna look that one up. That's a new vocab word for me. Insatiable. What that mean?
Women are insatiable, like can't be satisfied.
Probably so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that means. Insatiable.
I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, let's look it up.
Yep, that's what it means. I just looked it up. It says insatiable, impossible to satisfy.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna add that to my bag. Miles Batchelor said the man who works hard is often asked to work harder. We just giving y'all male POV too, just throwing that back into the atmosphere. So if there is a such thing as satisfaction, which for some women they're open about, there isn't, right? They'll never be content. They're gonna be working towards whatever it is that they're working towards until they stop, till they pulse stop clicking. But if there is a such thing as satisfied and you have achieved it, I would definitely say, like I always promote on my channel, good women be louder.
Classic.
If there is a such thing as satisfied, definitely, scream from the mountaintops about how well he's doing. Not necessarily even to him, but even when he's not present, how you speak on your man's name when he's not around, and even to his face. Affirmations go real far with men. So just offering y'all that POV in regards to this code language. Kia, I know you new to my channel, but I have a whole playlist of these where we discuss terms and words and the nuances and how they apply to society and different things like that.
I watched a couple episodes before I came.
Oh, bet. Yeah. So there's no right or wrong answers here. We about trying to figure out solutions, resolutions. We got to throw a bunch of shit against the wall to see what sticks. You know what I mean? But I would just definitely say.
I didn't know when you said satisfied. I didn't know that you were talking about in the frame of a relationship. But I feel like I just kind of went off on it.
Nah, but you know what? But your consciousness is welcome. I'm about that. Like I gotta have my days. You know what I'm saying? I get to talking about all type of stuff. We go off into outer space with it. But your consciousness is welcome. But in the frame of a relationship, do you feel like you could achieve satisfaction?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think I'm hard to please, but all I want is a man to be submissive. And no, I'm just teasing.
She meant it. Hey, she meant it. Yeah. Tell us how you feel. Yeah.
I know that's right.
The only thing
I'm here with you.
No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna make that joke, but I make that joke with my friends. The only thing a man has to do is what I say. But I'm completely kidding. The thing is, right, I think long as two people can work together, like we can work together, like I don't see this whole, I think there's a lot of rules, like, don't do this and don't do that and make sure you say this and make sure you say that. Man, like that's not how my grandparents fell in love. Like they lived to be 104 and 102 years old. They weren't like, I'm not gonna double call him or or not walkie-talkies. What are those things called? Pager. Yeah, I'm not gonna double pager them. Like I know, like I don't know. I just feel like if two people can work logically, then it'll work out. I don't see why I wouldn't be satisfied.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that. I didn't know you were meant in the confinement of a relationship either, but I agree with her. Like a mutual respect, loyalty, and you be willing to fight for it. If you're not willing to fight for it, what are we doing?
I feel that. So all of y'all saying y'all can be satisfied, and that's cool. I'm not gonna question it. I'm gonna just take y'all, let y'all word, but I don't want to run too long on time. We're approaching the 2-hour mark. In closing, there was a quick question that I had, and if y'all could just give a concise answer and then we'll end it off. What is the difference between a man coming to you and consulting with you, that you're with, the man that you're with, consulting with you versus getting your permission? And this question is coming from a conversation I had on a panel with April and a couple other people that are in the chat, Souls of Thought, Uncle Plug. They were trying to explain to me that, even if a man is playing his alpha card, right, or he's the head of the household, so he's on his, I've made the decision. In this particular situation, the decision is made. They're saying still go hear the woman out, even though nothing she says is going to change the fact that the decision is made. I said that I think that's disingenuous, because you're giving the illusion of input or the perception that you taking her into consideration, but you've already made the decision. So I'm trying to figure out, are you going to her to get permission essentially? Or is it just consider where's this thin line between I'm hearing her voice versus I'm getting it approved?
When you say getting it approved, is that him informing her of whatever's going on for the first time?
So I think where y'all helping me out. This is where I'm confused at, right? So let's say I've decided we about to move. I already bought the house. We moving. Right?
No. You talk that over with me first. You don't just tell me I'm about to move. That's not how that works.
Okay.
Though.
Let me make it better for you. My job today I went in the office. My job today offered me a $200,000 raise, but we got to move to another state, and they need an answer by tomorrow. I told them yes today. I'm getting that extra 200,000 on top of what I'm getting. We getting that, so we moving. So he come home to let you know we moving. He not coming to ask you. He coming home to tell you we moving.
As long as he communicates that, but I've had situations where men don't know how to communicate things that small or big, however it may be to you. Communication is very big, and I think that's where you guys fall off at communicating. It's not that hard.
So when it comes to like something like that, that's like both of us have to like make like it's going to be a consequence, like a large one, especially like where we're going to live. It's like, okay, I don't see myself being a housewife or anything like that, but this is my home too, and I want to live here, and I work here in this city. So it's like I also wouldn't want to hinder him from going and like taking this job. Honestly, well, I'm talking about my solution, but yeah, we would have to talk about that. But also, I wouldn't be upset if you just took that promotion. This is your career, you know, like this is your career. Like I'm your wife and I love you, but this is your career.
If you're making that decision and you're confidently providing,
I just want you to communicate. I'm gonna pack my stuff. If you make more money, okay, I'm here. I'm gonna pack my stuff, but I need you to communicate. But I don't agree with the no housewife. I definitely would love to be a housewife. So I think that's where you lost me when you said that. I think you lost me altogether, honestly. But I understand where you're coming from. I do.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I don't know. Like you can go and because it's your career, so I understand. I don't feel like if you want to take another step in your career, you should absolutely do that. At least for me and like how I see my life panning out, it's like go take the job, go live in whereverville, and go ahead. But I don't know.
Wait, but y'all married? Are we talking about y'all being married?
Yeah, let's say it's a married couple. So if he says we're moving and you don't want to move and y'all have children, what does that look like?
I couldn't even picture nothing like that.
Oh, we definitely going because you're not about to leave me here with these kids by myself. So we all about to go. Yeah, ain't no.
Okay, I guess in the sense, if there are children, then I'll go. But I mean, also, I don't know that it's just it's not clicking for me. It's not clicking for me.
I think it's clicking for me. Ultimately, which is what I was telling the panel, is that men being the head of the household, particularly because all three of y'all date black men. Y'all like black men. All three of the women here are preferential to black men, as far as I know. Kia, I don't know you, but I'm assuming. Okay. So no, I'm saying I don't you never know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, so all of y'all like black men. So we having a discussion about black folks. When it comes to black men, I already stated it. We're no longer the head of the household. That shit over with. Black men in particular are getting their permission slip signed for everything.
But I think it goes back to what April was saying earlier about dating in your educational bracket and dating somebody that you can trust to lead you. So if you're doing that, I don't see why you would have a problem going. I'm sure you.
And if we're married, then I trust you to lead me.
Yeah, basically that's what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm. Here's the. Go ahead, Kia.
I think the disagreement is I just don't believe in like a man leading or a woman leading. Like I just don't subscribe to that belief.
Yeah, that's the.
So I think that's where the disconnect is. And also I don't want to have children. I'm not having children, so also
back up. You not having kids?
No.
Oh, she's top notch feminism. Yeah.
That's feminism. Yeah, that's
way before I even identified as a feminist. Like just 6 months ago, I didn't identify as a feminist.
Oh wow!
But that don't mean you wasn't though. You just start identifying.
I guess that's true. But they say conservative women raise feminist daughters. But what I'm saying is like I don't believe that the man leads. And if you want to do that in your relationship, April, earlier I asked you, do you think submission is natural? Or do you think it's a conscious choice? And you said it's natural, but there is some some consciousness to it. And I think that it's a conscious choice and decision. And I think I don't want to have the final say so in my relationship. Like, hey, if I say we're moving, so we're going. No, especially when it comes to careers, and especially most households are dual income. So if you get a promotion and that you getting a promotion means that we just get to leave, what about my job? Does that mean your job is more important than my job? Like, you know what I mean? We married each other for love, but we also have each other's debt. Remember college? Like, come on now. Like, my job is important too.
It's called consideration.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
Over permission. It's called consideration.
Consideration, yeah, but I think in a situation where there are children, it's a little more like tricky. But if there aren't children, or let's say this is before you guys have kids, go off, because that's your career. Like, that's your career, and I don't think we should stop each other's careers. You know what I mean? And
yeah, I'm with you.
It all depends on the family dynamic as well, too. If she's doing well in her career, and you know, we might just need to live apart for 6 months until I find something up that way where you are, or wherever you are.
He said.
Souls of Thought said, Uncle Plug said it's gonna be a long, lonely road for Shawty, for real. Then Souls of Thought said they all would go, so it wasn't permission. They accepted his response regardless of their emotional response to the information.
Right.
Indigo Flow, don't believe the man leads. If and when things go wrong, who's at fault? The man. That's maybe not to you, but from the outside looking in, everybody, society, the family, everybody around in y'all networking web gonna blame the man for sure. We bear the burden of things going wrong, regardless of whether it was a 50-50 collab. They all said they would go, so it wasn't permission. They accepted his response. What I'm saying is, see, that's where me and Souls disconnect on this. So what I'm saying is, the man needing to always 100% of the time have the conversation is the permission. The conversation at all is the permission slip. In some instances, in the situation I gave y'all, when it's about relocating out of the state and stuff like that, that's a bigger conversation. But it could just be, I'm about to paint the shed in the backyard. You know what I'm saying? And he might be painting it a color that she don't care for. But who work in the shed? Whose shed is this? I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is, you don't care, but you get what I'm saying? There are women who would be like, why are you painting the shed, and why are you painting it that ugly blue color, and you didn't even talk to me, and it's making the yard look funny, and AG, I don't have to talk to you. I went to Menards, I got the paint, and I'm painting. Like, there's no, and that's what I mean. All of y'all like, I could see somebody complain about, because that's what it is now. The black man is no longer the head of the household. It's a full-fledged collaboration. And if you want to do anything, you got to talk to your girl first. The conversation being mandatory is the permission. It's the permission.
That's why Plug says choose wisely and act accordingly. You got to choose that wife who doesn't need that.
Yeah.
If you paint the shed.
Yeah, no, for sure. I agree, but I listen to the brothers just as much as I listen to the sisters. I cover all this content, hours and hours per week, and dudes is very much on a leash. My dad didn't need permission to do nothing. I'll be back. I'll be back. They've been married 40 years. See what I'm saying? But you see what I'm saying? She said, I'll be damned. That's what I'm telling. It's over with. Ain't no more head of the household. That's over with.
I honestly don't think it's ever existed. Like, I mean, we've been having these conversations. Like, I can link them to you since the 1960s, since the late 60s, about the working black woman submitting to the working black man and how these dynamics work. We've been having these debates and conversations for a long time, and I think for some, it absolutely has worked, and I've seen it work in my own family. But I don't think it's ever been a phenomenon. I think the goal is it's unattainable.
You think? Wait, submission is unattainable?
No.
Or the head of household dynamic, because that requires the submission of the woman. And I'm with you. I think submission is conscious. I think you decide, I'm going to submit. I'm going to be submissive. I think you make a choice. I'm with you. But so you're saying you think that's unattainable, or that's not like a realistic thing?
Yeah, I don't think it's realistic for everyone, no.
I think
for it to be a standard, it's unrealistic. Not that it can't happen unrealistic, but I think for like, this is the way that relationships are supposed to be. or it's not a good relationship, I think that's unattainable. And I want to link you maybe on Instagram or TikTok. I'm not sure.
Yeah, have you
some of these videos?
No, for sure. You can send them to me. We don't. This one of the things we're gonna agree on. I agree with you 100%. I think men have essentially lost their nuts. It's over. It's a wrap. It is a wrap.
Email about the Zest Fest.
Oh, let me pull that up real quick, and then I'm gonna let you ladies go. I done had y'all time, and I thank y'all. I appreciate y'all for y'all time.
That's just how I feel like it's gonna be in a minute. If we take all the men's balls and stuff, and we don't let the men.
They already gone. They already gone.
I'm gonna ask this right quick for the fellas in the chat. Are y'all ever satisfied? And y'all can just put yes or no. That's it. I don't need an explanation. But are men ever satisfied?
Here go the image that you wanted me to show.
Oh God.
What is this? What is this? Oh my God. Oh no. Hell no.
That's what it's gonna come to.
They said no.
No.
Wait, your question is for us is, are we ever satisfied?
Right. Are men ever satisfied?
They said no. I disagree with them.
So you can be satisfied?
Absolutely.
You can be in a state of satisfaction?
Absolutely. And it don't take much. It don't take much. You be shocked at how little it takes. It don't take much at all. I'm easy. Everybody else complicated. Men don't get the luxury of satisfaction. Shit, you lying to me.
Oh, please.
You lying to me. Jay Zilla, what Indigo Flow said, yes, I know how to be content. Thank you. Hey, Indigo, shout out to you. I'm with you. Indigo.
Classic. What makes you content or satisfied?
Yeah.
She said no elaboration. She said no. You can elaborate. No. So you can elaborate. There you go, being submissive. So go on, elaborate. You look. You needed to get permission. Go ahead, elaborate. He just got permission. See. I'd have told you, boy. It's over. But yeah.
You got some feedback.
No, that's
I think
not
it's
me.
classic.
That's
or was that here?
Check. I'm good.
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah, it's scratching.
That's Ray.
That might be Ray. Ray, go on mute real quick. Yep. But yeah, can you ask me what will make me content? Just okay, so for me, contentment is if I can live in a 90-10 environment, meaning 90% of the time I'm having fulfilled and good productive days and able to sustain peace of mind, 10%, life being life, right? If I can get to that environment and sustain, I'm content. I'm cool. I'm satisfied. Give me 2 or 3 solid vacations a year. You know what I'm saying? Some bigger than others. One might be a road trip. Another one might be all the way across the world. Another one might, you know what I'm saying? Give me a few solid and I'm cool. I just like having good days. You know what I'm saying? That's all. That it don't really take much. The best things in life been free. Yeah, I'm trying to. Everybody else trying to get more technological. I'm trying to move to where it's primitive. I'm moving to where niggas is still not wearing shoes. They walking on dirt roads, riding scooters and bikes, and growing fruit on their trees in their yard. And everybody eating off each other. Knock on the neighbor's door. Hey, can I get some peaches? Yeah, go ahead, go get you some peaches. They knock on your door. Can I get some of your mangoes? Yeah, go get you some mangoes. No worries. That's what I'm on.
But that
it's simple.
Progression.
Huh?
That takes progression.
What takes progression? That lifestyle?
That world, yeah, it takes progression.
No, you just got to relocate. It's not in America. They don't even, 90% of the trees in America are males. They don't even want you to grow fruit in your yard because they want to sell it to you. God gave us fruit for free. The government has effectively taken it away, all for content creation purposes, allegedly. But yeah, so 90% of America is a low vibrational place. That's why people always people who have left the country do it often after they do it once.
Flourishing.
Yeah, and they do it often. Once you leave the country once, you want to do it all the time because the whole frequency of soon as your flight come back over the continent, your vibrations lower.
Get heavy.
Promise you. The air here ain't the same. I just came back from Greece a few weeks ago. The stars in the sky not the same here because of all our pollution, artificial clouds. Out there, I saw the whole fucking solar system every night. No binoculars, no telescope. You just look up, bright as hell. You can see everything. Milky Way, everything. Out here, you can't. Right now, if I go outside, I might be able to see the moon today. I can't even see the moon every day. It's sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a real thing. But yeah, satisfaction for me. Move somewhere that's probably like second world. I don't want to go nowhere third world, but move somewhere where it's second world, where I can walk around barefoot, grounding, hug me a tree, eat off my bushes. When I was in Greece, I had fresh olive oil every day off the trees in the yard. Off the trees in the yard. Imagine being able to just get up. You know what? I want a fruit salad for breakfast. You go out in your yard, pluck you some strawberries, pluck you some apples, pluck you some mangoes, and just fresh off the muscle. You know what I mean?
No
Problems that
preservatives, no nothing.
So satisfaction for me is not much at all. It's actually very little. Yeah. Peace.
Yeah.
Quiet.
Yeah.
I would love to
balance.
But yeah, we gonna wrap it up, y'all. I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all gave me 2 hours today. I didn't ask y'all for that. I didn't expect all of that, but I thank y'all for hanging in there. I know everybody got obligations and stuff. Did anybody want to give out their socials or any information on where people can find you? Anybody?
My @ is in my name. It's just OMG. It's Kia on TikTok, Instagram, and on Substack. On Substack, I produce brain dump articles, poetry. If you need me to write an essay or something like that, a poem, I'm your girl. Just let me know. Stop using AI. I'm smarter than AI. And you are too.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
No, I'm for real. I'm not being facetious. I'm for real.
No. We made AI. We got to be smarter than it. We got to. Well, not all of us, but somebody. Ray, did you want to give out any information where people can find you? Anything? You muted.
But I think she said she don't do social media.
Yeah, she did say she was off of there.
Mm-hmm. I'm on social media, but you guys can follow me on Instagram. Can I post it somewhere? And I have TikTok as well.
Put it in the chat real quick, and I'll post it on the screen so it'll be there. I got you.
My TikTok is Gene and them.
Spell that for us.
GENE.AND.NEM. Gene and them.
Make sure y'all tap in with Ray and April.
Conversations with Soft Rain on Instagram, TikTok, and right here on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Got some more episodes coming this weekend.
Oh, we looking forward to it. That first episode was fire. It only get easier. It got easy to you, didn't it? After you start talking a little bit, you was flowing. Yeah. It ain't that. Yeah. I'm proud of you. But thank y'all again. You are
RAIN?
REIGN.
Oh, it's behind her too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, classic.
I didn't even see that.
Remember what you were saying about we need a man for protection. I have a really big spider on this ceiling, and I
come get it.
I agree with you. I agree with everything you said.
Mm-hmm.
That spider. That's what conversation.
Did you block me? I don't see it.
Conversations with Soft Rain on YouTube.
It's at Conversations with Soft Rain.
On TikTok?
Oh, okay, I just put Rain.
TikTok, I think it's Conversations Soft Rain. It's without the with. I couldn't put with in there for some reason.
Yeah, everybody get tapped in. in. While y'all do that, I'm gonna go through these comments. Ray, can you put your stuff in the chat for me so I can post it? Yeah, your Instagram. Souls of Thought said, no, we supposed to be leaders. We asked them yes and no. So I showed how you give a yes or a no.
Yeah, he was saying that I said you don't have to explain, or I don't need an explanation, just yes or no. So he was just saying I'm not gonna get him. He was being a leader and showing them just yes and no.
Got you.
Yeah.
Soul said, okay, so he repeated, yep. And then Miles said, I relax at bedtime or on vacation, satisfaction, maybe retirement. At least as long as you can achieve it. I think everybody should have some idea of what satisfaction looks like for them. I think you're living purposeless if you don't have a mountaintop that you can get to. Ray, can you mute for me? But yeah, I think you live in purposeless if you don't have a mountaintop that you can get to and chill on. You know what I mean? I think everybody should have some semblance of riding off into the sunset and what that looks like for them in their particular lives. But yeah, we gonna end this one up. Thank y'all so much, ladies. And
it was a pleasure, ladies.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Listening on our different perspectives, but it was still nice talking to you.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's why we here. That's all we do. We listen to all different perspectives. Good show tonight. Thank you, Alicia. We appreciate it.
We appreciate everyone that came in too.
Yeah, Alicia, I didn't even know you was here. That's what's up. But But yeah, we do this every third Tuesday of every month. And so next month I'll be curating another panel. I'll probably be reaching out to y'all to get y'all back, and we'll have some of the other ladies that couldn't make it or that dropped off or schedule conflicts, and we're gonna chop it up again, and we'll have non-relationship stuff, and we all bring it back to the relationship stuff too, because I think that everybody needs greater understanding of each other. You know what I'm saying? And where we at with it today. So Souls of Thought said, great show. Kia will be on again.
Is it always women?
Huh? Say again.
Oh, I was saying, is it always all women?
For this particular panel, yes. This is my Queen's Codes panel. Now I do have I stream every single day. So any of my other streams, you could just come on. Like if you free, I'll just drop the link and you could just come on and we talk about all different types of stuff. My channel is a sociology channel. So we just pretty much talking about everything that's going on that's encompassing human behavior essentially. So
what does you mean by that? No middleman.
That's the name of this
panel that we have on Souls of Thought.
Oh,
it's another panel. It's a mixed panel, men and women.
Okay. I was like, no middleman. I was like, y'all gonna jump me?
No, but okay, yeah, man. For having me. For sure. Make sure everybody hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notifications, and if y'all don't do anything else, for me, stick to the codes.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether